Thank you for joining me on this Pathways training. In this session, we'll be starting with logging in and doing the assessment. This is your first step in choosing a path. The first thing, though, is you have to log in to the Toastmasters website. Toastmasters.org is the main website for Toastmasters. This is where all your training will take place. So if this is your first time, you're going to press the login button. You will see this screen every time you log in. It will ask either for your username, your email, or your member ID. Note, if this is your first time, you have to do forgot password. If the system doesn't recognize you, that means that you are not in the system yet. Check with your Vice President of Education. I'm assuming that everything has gone all right, and you can now log in. And then at that point, you click on your name at the very top, and you go to this section that says, choose a new path. To take the assessment and choose your path does not mean that you have to absolutely take what they suggest. But this is the first step in the pathways, is to take an assessment. And it's going to give you 3 recommended paths for you to take based on your answers. Again, it only gives you recommendations. You decide which path. If you are already sure of which path you wish to take, you can skip the assessment at the bottom. There's a button that says skip assessment. I advise you to take the assessment anyway because it might reveal some hidden things that you weren't aware of. So the first step in order to start the assessment is to select a language. Once the language is selected, the start button is now active. You still have a chance here to skip the assessment if you wish, but since you're this far, why don't you go ahead with it? The first question on the assessment looks like this. It is starting to ask you questions to find out what you may be interested in learning and which path would be the best for them to recommend you. Once you go through the assessment, all the questions are multiple choice. You get to the last question, you press it, it will give you 3 recommended paths based on your assessment answers. I'm currently in the effective coaching path, and that was my best match. The other 2 matches were indicated. Now, if there's something that you think you're interested in more than this, you can select the pull down at the bottom of the page, and that will give you the remaining paths with a short description. And you can press the read more button to get even more information about that path. And so once you've chosen your path, you're set. But I want you to remember that at the bottom of this video is a PDF file that goes into detail on the different paths. For example, on the effective coaching path, first thing I want you to notice is that all level 1 paths are the same. The next thing I would like for you to notice is in the learning your style is mentoring is on all paths. And the paths and pathways are made up of projects, not of speeches. For example, on level 1, there are 3 projects but there are 4 speeches. Level 2 is 3 projects with 3 speeches. Level 3 is where everybody goes on their different path. On this particular path, on increasing my knowledge, my mandatory is I have to do the project reaching consensus, and then I have to choose 2 elective projects. For the next level 4, which is building skills, I have to take improvement through positive coaching, and then I have to select 1 elective project. Keep in mind that you can always come back and do these elective projects as many times as you wish. There is no additional charge or anything for that. They are yours forever. So I hope this video has helped you learn how to do the assessment and pathways and what it is. If you have any questions or comments, please contact me. Thank you.